It's 6 below 0. That's pretty chilly. Hey, good morning. It's a half hour until sun rises, and I'm driving, but I'm not sure where I'm going. I got up here into Grand Teton National Park, and it's fogged in, so it's totally clear skies above the fog. So there's a layer of fog here. I can't see the mountains over here at all right now. So I think I'm going to cruise around and look for a little gap where maybe the fog is breaking up, where I can see through to the mountains. They're covered in fresh snow. They're going to be beautiful. Once the sun hits them, they're going to light up like a firecracker. It didn't look like there would be anything above them. No clouds up there today. But I might be able to find a way to make the fog work for me here and make something interesting. So that's my plan right now. I got to find a gap in the fog in order for that plan to work at all, though. It's cold. It's 3 degrees right now. So this is the coldest day of the fall so far. It's early November, so it's not technically winter yet, but it feels like it. There's some fresh snow on the ground, and it's 3 degrees. That feels pretty wintry. All right, let's hope for the best. Okay, well, I came out of the fog. The mountains are still covered in fog over here, but driving, I'm not in fog anymore. And it's 6 below 0. That's pretty chilly. I can just see the tops of the mountains out here. So I gotta try and decide what to do. I don't know if you can see that here. Maybe you can. But it's really pretty. I just can't see very much of the mountains, which is what I want a photograph of. So I think I probably need to just get set up and hope that the fog moves around and kind of breaks up enough that I can get a glimpse of the mountains. Here we go. It's cold. My car said it's 6 below 0. Looks like there's some fresh fox tracks right there in the road. It'd be fun to run into that little bugger, but I don't have a long lens. All I've got here is 24 to 70, and I'm walking out a little ways away from the car here to get to a place where there's a pretty fence, a nice old buck and rail fence that I can use in the foreground of the photo. So the sky is getting all pink and peachy. So I think I'm running a little bit late here, unfortunately, because I'd love to be making some photographs right now. But I should have been here about 10 minutes earlier, it looks like. So I'm trying to go kind of fast. Trying to work my way through the willows, little swampy areas and stuff. Gotta get out to this fence. Ugh, it's like a nasty swamp right through here. It's a sloppy mess. I think the sun will be hitting the summit of the mountains here any second, which should be nice and red and beautiful. I missed that really nice glowing sky though. Bummer! Alright, I made it out here just in the nick of time. The Grand Teton's right about there. The first light was just hitting the ground when I walked up here, so I made a couple of photos of that, and now I'll talk you through what I'm doing here. There's beautiful fog, but I wanted a foreground element because there's no clouds or anything, so I had to walk out to this little fence line here, which I think is a really nice photo, all things considered. But I'm just shooting here on the Nikon D850 at f11 ISO 64, and I'm in aperture priority at plus 0.7 on exposure compensation. It's given me 1/5 of a second. I'm using exposure delay, which I press the shutter and then it waits 2 seconds and then it makes the photo. And it's working out great. It's a beautiful scene here. I'm going to dial back the exposure compensation a little bit here as those mountains keep getting brighter and brighter. But there's the scene I'm photographing. It's super pretty out today. But I kind of like the curve of that fence line. Beautiful buck and rail fence covered in fresh snow. I really like it. I wish there was some clouds, but there aren't. And there's nothing I can do about that. So I dig the scene anyways. I'm cold. I've got my little finger gloves on with these little heating things in there. Little hand warmers tucked in there. So my hands aren't getting cold. That's nice. Because did I mention that it's 6 below zero out here? It is. That's pretty chilly. I got the moon directly over the Grand Teton. It's way up there, so I might shoot a really wide angle version of this. But I'm going to have to put the camera down for that. So I think I'll do that. Okay. That's awfully pretty. And it's awfully pretty cold too. But I'm going to head back to the car now. The fog's moving in. Kind of starting to recover the mountains there. It's still a really pretty scene, even though the fog's starting to come in on the mountains. If I had a telephoto lens here, I'd be zooming in tight on just the fog and the mountains. It's gorgeous. But I didn't bring a telephoto lens, which wasn't too smart. But I had to either choose telephoto lens or this video camera. And I chose the video camera. So, anyway, I'm going to head back to the car now and go look for other stuff to photograph. Let's go. Nothing better than walking through swampy, it's wet under there. A swampy mess when it's below zero outside. Because then all that swampy water just freezes right to your boots. Makes them really comfortable. Still really beautiful out, and as I look down at my car, it's still below zero. It's -1 degrees. And I'm headed back to town. I made a few landscape photos this morning, just kind of cruising around looking for critters mostly, but chasing some fog around and just looking for something interesting. And but yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Just not feeling particularly creative or inspired today, so I'm gonna head home and work on some other stuff. But it was fun to be out this morning. I like that composition with the curve in the buck and rail fence. I'm going to head back there on a different morning with some clouds, I hope. I like the fresh snow on the fence. I like everything about it. I would have loved to have seen some clouds up in the sky as well. So I'm going to keep working on that location over a period of time and try and get a really spectacular photo there. I think there's a really spectacular photo at that location, so I'm going to keep working on that one. But thanks for riding along with me, and I'll keep making some videos, and hopefully I'll find some critters, because I didn't again today, but plenty of landscape opportunities around, especially this time of year with fresh snow and changing weather. So thanks for riding along. Have a great day. See you next time.